Hey guys, so I wanted to make a video talking about the upcoming 3rd year anniversary for Dragon Ball Legends, and I wanted to talk about when we might be able to start seeing some of the things come out for the anniversary, as well as my thoughts on what we can expect to get from the 3rd anniversary. So before we jump into that, I want to sort of go over the timeline that we had last year, because I think it's going to be very similar. I don't really see a reason for them to really change how they did the timeline last year. It actually worked out pretty decently. The timing really wasn't the issue with the anniversary last year, so quickly, just to go over what we have here in terms of the timeline. So to start things off, they did do a reveal for the reveal. That's like the big thing that they do. An announcement for the announcement, right? So they revealed that we were getting they revealed that we got a reveal and stuff for the 26th of May on the 22nd of May, because this tweet went up on the 22nd of May for a actual announcement 4 days later. So 22nd of May, I'm currently recording this video on the 9th of May. It is Goku Day. So that's like 13 days from now. So a little bit under 2 weeks from now, we could be getting a teaser for the reveal and stuff for the anniversary. So once they talked about this, you know, we waited 4 days, we got the reveal and stuff, so we sort of knew what was coming. And then in between the actual reveal and stuff and the anniversary banners dropping, they did this countdown on Twitter, you know, 4, 3, 2, 1, every single day they showed off some kind of event that was coming out for the anniversary. And that went up until the 30th, and then as you can see, this is the one of the step-up banners that we had for the anniversary. This went live on May 30th. So I believe May 30th, again, for this year, should be when we can expect to see these banners go live again. So just about 20 days from now is when the anniversary should begin. So a little bit less than 3 weeks away. That's very close. 3 weeks is not really a lot of time. And just to temper expectations, I think it's pretty smart to expect to not really get that many new characters from now until, if any. We might not even get any new characters from now until the anniversary. We haven't really gotten a new EX Zenkai in a real long time, so I expect them maybe to fill in the gaps with maybe 1 or 2 EX Zenkai units. Potentially one more summonable Zenkai unit as well. I mean, just to fill in the gaps. I don't really expect to get another banner. Especially because we are quote-unquote due for a new LF at this point, because we had the LF banner. Next week we had a Zenkai. Week after that we had an All-Star banner. Week after that we had a Zenkai, and then, you know, now technically is the point where we should be getting another LF, but because we're so close to the anniversary, I don't think they're going to release another LF so close. Okay, so with that being said, that's pretty much when I think we should expect to see the anniversary come out. But up until that point, I expect the game to be relatively slow. So just don't don't get super hyped about, oh, what are we going to get this week and blah, 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 blah. So just expect that to happen. And to think about what we might be expecting to see in terms of the theme for the anniversary. Last year, the theme was GT versus Super. Well, GT versus Super. There's not really a versus here, but we had sort of the climax of the Future Trunks saga with Vegito Blue. We had Rage Trunks. We had Merge Zamasu. And then for GT, we had Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Omega Shenron. So clearly the focus was more so on the Future Trunks saga because of the fact that we got Vegito Blue. And Vegito Blue, when he came out, was probably the most oppressive unit that ever released in this game, which completely overshadowed. It wasn't even just Vegito Blue, honestly. It was a mixture of him and Trunks and Merge Zamasu, because Merge Zamasu was also crazy when he released. So the combination of the 3 Future Trunks saga units from Dragon Ball Super, I would say, just pretty handily outclassed the GT characters, especially Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I would say, was pretty underwhelming when he came out. Very little support on his teams. GT at that point wasn't really a team that you could really run effectively. Omega Shenron actually was a very solid unit, and honestly, right now he still is pretty decent. The only problem with Omega Shenron is, you know, Vegito Blue just absolutely decimated Omega Shenron. Keep in mind that Vegito Blue did extra damage versus Fusion Warriors, and Omega Shenron was put into the Fusion Warrior category, or the Fusion Warrior tag. So they screwed him over there, even though I think he actually could have been quite a decent unit if they gave him a different color that wasn't red. So that's pretty much what we had for the 2nd anniversary. Now the time has come, 365 days later, pretty much. What are we going to get for the 3rd anniversary? And I made a video discussing how I thought that the 2nd anniversary was going to be GT versus Super, and I actually think it's going to be the same this year. I do. I think it's going to be the same theme, well, roughly the same theme. So obviously last year it was Super versus GT. The focus was more so on Super. I think for this anniversary coming up, they are very, very heavily focusing on GT coming up until this anniversary. We can take a look at the banners they've released up until now. We got Zenkai Super 17. We got the LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We got the Zenkai Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and we got the Zenkai Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So they're spamming us with GT units. It's been months and months and months and months. Honestly, this is really the last time they took control of the GT team, is when they released the second anniversary units. So it's almost been a full calendar year since GT was really touched, which is kind of odd to think about. The fact that they're all of a sudden pouring all of their resources and assets into developing, stronger characters for the GT team when the team hasn't been touched in so long. And I think the obvious reason why they're doing that and why they feel comfortable doing that is because this upcoming third anniversary is going to be heavily focused on GT, at least for portions of it. So I think it's very, very safe to say, and I'm like 95% confident in this, that the anniversary, at least one half of the anniversary's theme will be GT related. And with that, I think Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as like the main headlining third anniversary unit is like pretty much set in stone. So when the third anniversary logo pops up, second year we had Vegeta Blue here, we're about to see a big 3 with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's face right here. I guarantee it. If I'm wrong, I will be shocked. But at this point, it's so obvious the way that they're spamming these banners with the GT units and stuff. So that's one half of the anniversary that I think we can expect to see in terms of the theme. Second theme is a little bit harder to decipher. I have had a theme, or I have had a, I guess, hypothesis in my mind for a long time about what I thought the third anniversary was going to be. I actually have not changed that at all. There have been a few banners that have come out over the course of the past few months. We can even go back as far as pretty much the second year anniversary and go through a lot of what's released. There's two themes that I think are possible for the anniversary. And, we can start with the, let me just go back a little bit further. Actually, it's going to be a lot farther. Yeah, we can start with Ultra Instinct Goku. So Ultra Instinct Goku brought Jiren, Toppo, and Dispo. Before them, we had the Champa and Vados. They're kind of related, but kind of not related. We had the Trio Danger, which is Tournament of Power. So a lot of Tournament of Power stuff came out at the end of the year. Then we went a little bit further and really didn't get much Tournament of Power stuff at all until they went ahead and did this recent Legends All-Star banner, which was Android 17 and 18 from the Tournament of Power. So there are people thinking that maybe this anniversary could be Tournament of Power related. I think one example that we could bring up to maybe disprove this is this banner right here. This is one of the last banners that we got before the second year anniversary that introduced Kefla. Kefla is a very popular character from Tournament of Power. Yeah, she released with Gotenks, and maybe this isn't necessarily a good representation of, second anniversary is going to be Tournament of Power related. I saw a lot of people back when this banner released talking about how they thought Kefla was a precursor to them focusing on, the Tournament of Power during the second year anniversary. This banner came out in 421, and it basically lasted right up until we got this announcement for the reveal and stuff. So 3 days before this announcement, this banner was live. So, I mean, people, I don't really think it's stupid to think that this would have been an indication for the Tournament of Power, because there's obviously always a chance that it might have been. And then similarly here, we can pull up the 17 and 18 Legends All-Star banner. I mean, this is clearly from Tournament of Power, right? I think this is like the same exact scenario we found ourselves in last year, where people are using this banner to assume, okay, this is going to be a Tournament of Power precursor because that's one of the things they're going to focus on during the anniversary. And the main reason that people think that is because they think that Ultra Instinct Goku, the master version, quote unquote, the completed white-haired UI Goku, is going to be the second half of the anniversary for the 3-year anniversary, alongside Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Master UI Goku does not need help to carry an anniversary or any celebration. They could release Master UI Goku for the anniversary and nothing else, and the anniversary would hit top grossing. I'm telling you right now, there is no sense in releasing Master UI Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta together at the same time. That just because they're putting too much of their eggs into one basket if they do that, and there's no reason for them to really do that when they could save, you know, one or the other for a different celebration, like for instance New Year's, or maybe they want to save it for, I don't know, we've had some pretty big banners in March, step up banners that over the course of the past 2 years. Maybe they want to save him for March of 2022. But I think at this point, since Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is pretty established, in my opinion, as the main headlining 3 anniversary unit, I don't expect to see a Mastered UI Goku, and because of that, I don't really see a way that they could make the Tournament of Power hype enough to include in this anniversary. I guess maybe they could do full power Jiren. That might be an option, but I think they're going to keep full power Jiren and Mastered UI Goku sort of in tandem with each other. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll see, like, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta versus full power Jiren. That would be pretty cool, actually. I'd be okay with that. But I think more so than the Tournament of Power, there is one more area of Super that we haven't really touched on. It's not that big of an area, which is why I think it's more likely than the Tournament of Power, because the Tournament of Power has a million things they could add. There's like 100 billion characters in the Tournament of Power. They could really add a lot of stuff from there. We don't have Angel Golden Frieza. We don't have like Annie Raza, Full Power Jiren. We don't have God of Destruction Toppa, Evolution Blue Vegeta, Master UI Goku. Like, there's so many things they can add. Super Speed Mode Dispo. There's a lot going on there that we just never touched on. I don't really know if they want to go super deep in the Tournament of Power for this anniversary, because I think it's mostly going to be GT focused. But the area of Super that I'm talking about, I mean, we had future stuff here. We had you know, 1 million future units released over the course of this past year. How many future units released over the course of this year? Like 100 billion approximately. I mean, they really do spam future buffs. Like Red Cell came out with Majin Vegeta. We had LF Goku Black. We had Trunks and Mai. Green Goku Black is actually someone that came out after a month or two after the 2nd year anniversary, but he's future. We had a huge future focus during the 2nd year anniversary. So I think what they're going to be doing here is, this is actually kind of, I guess, poetic, I guess to say. This is actually going to be reversed. My hypothesis for what we're going to be seeing for the 3rd year anniversary is an actual reversage of what happened during the 2nd year anniversary, where GT will be the main focus. We will see Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We'll see, you know, a new, maybe transforming Sen Shenron into Omega Shenron. We'll see an Oob. We'll see all these characters from GT, from the Shadow Dragon saga. Maybe we'll see Nova Shenron. We'll see Ice Shenron. Maybe we'll see a version of Pan. Maybe we'll see, I don't know, Super Saiyan Gohan from GT. There's a lot they can do with GT that they haven't really done before. Universal Spirit Bomb Goku from GT. Maybe he's going to be a free Ultra unit for the anniversary. There's a lot going on with that too. Maybe we're going to get, I don't know, a free Ultra Universal Spirit Bomb Goku, transforming Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta into, you know, when he goes Great Ape and then transforms into Super Saiyan 4. There's a million different things they could do here. But I think at the end of the day, GT is going to be the main focus here, and then the side focus, or the secondary focus of the anniversary is going to be the ending, the finale of the Future Trunks saga from Super. Because remember, we still don't have Spirit Sword Trunks. We still don't have Corrupted Merged Zamasu. I think a theme, this is my prediction that I've been talking about for months at this point. If you guys have been on these streams and people have asked me, oh, like, what do you think is going to be for the 30th anniversary? I've consistently said that this is what I would like to see, which is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta versus Corrupted Merged Zamasu. I think that's a cool concept. We have the summoning animation, right, of Broly versus Vegito. What if we do Gogeta versus Corrupted Merged Zamasu instead of Vegito? That's what I've been thinking of. So what if they, instead of doing the Spirit Sword Trunks as the LF, they do LF Corrupted Merged Zamasu versus LF Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? I feel like that could be cool. It's sort of like a take on, remember in the 1st anniversary when they did the Super Vegito event when he's fighting against Blue Goku and Vegeta? I feel like they could do like a time-altered reality version of the Future Trunks saga, where instead of Vegito Blue fighting Merged Zamasu, it's going to be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta fighting against Corrupted Merged Zamasu. And that could be like the promotional event that they use to hype up the anniversary, and that would be really cool, I think. So that's sort of where I think we're headed here. We can take a look at the actual tags here. I mean, GT at this point actually is quite good, but the only issue that I have with GT is that they're super Zenkai. The super Zenkai, they rely way too much on their Zenkai units. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and Super 17, those are the 3 best units on the team, and they're all Zenkais. Super Saiyan 4 Goku's good. He's not, you know, by LF standards, he's definitely not anywhere close to like Future Gohan, UI Goku, Broly. Like, those guys are all better. Kid Buu is obviously crazy. But I think maybe one of the reasons why they held off on this Goku is because they're planning on heavily buffing this team for the anniversary. So what this team needs is like 4 free-to-play units or something, or like 3 free-to-play units that maybe we have like a Rising Battle in there. Maybe they finally do a new Legends Road unit. Maybe one unit that has its own event or something like that. Maybe a rare metal shop unit. Maybe there's a million ways they can give out free units in this game at this point. But this team needs a lot of roster filling at this point. So yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is going to help, obviously. Duh. like Vegeta Blue was pretty good for Future, right? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is going to help this team. But you need more than just Zenkais and LFs for this team to be good. So this team needs like just new Sparkings, new free-to-play Sparkings to be good. Maybe an EX Zenkai. Maybe they can EX Zenkai this purple Goku down here, or maybe they can EX Zenkai this, Honey Pan or the Green Trunks. That would be a good way to, I guess artificially boost the accessibility of this team. Universe Survival Saga, again, I don't think, if I had to choose, so I think these GTs like locked in pretty much. And the secondary theme, if I had to choose between these two, I think Future, again, my idea of a Corrupted Merge Zamasu being like the secondary theme for the anniversary. I think I'd probably go 70-30 on it being Future over Universe Survival Saga, but if, Universe Survival Saga ends up being what's going to happen here, I would not be surprised. And in terms of what this team needs, this team just needs more Z abilities. I mean, we have the Trio Dangers, we have the androids, but in terms of the actual Z abilities that are buffing the Universe Survival Saga team, most of the Universe Survival Saga stuff that we see is Rival Universe related. Like the Pride Troopers are all buffing Rival Universe and not Universe Survival Saga. We have Vados and Champa that are buffing Rival Universe and not Universe Survival Saga. So I would like to see more buffs that are focused around the actual Universe Survival Saga team. And then for Future, it doesn't matter. Future already has so many good options. Look how many, look at this. Look how many units are buffing the tag here compared to how many units are buffing the tag here. It's actually over 4 times as many. So I don't think this team is in desperate need of help, but I think maybe there's a way to sort of split up this team. Maybe you have a Blast variant of Future. Maybe you have a Strike variant of Future. That's going to make you play the game differently depending on which variant you're going to use. But I think, the reason why they need to sort of end the Future Trunks saga is because we haven't gotten the ending yet. And the one question I know people are going to ask me this: oh, why do you think Corrupted Merge Zamasu is going to be the LF over the Future Trunks? It's just because of the theme. Like, having a Future Trunks, Spirit Sword Trunks LF with the Spirit Sword, he cuts Merge Zamasu in half or whatever. That is definitely an LF worthy moment. And I think we will definitely get an LF of that in the future. They could actually do an Ultra of that. Now that I think about it, what if they did this? What if they did an LF Corrupted Merge Zamasu? And then in part, like later on, like part 2 or part 3, because remember how long the second anniversary went on for? It went on for like a month and a half to 2 months almost. What if during like the later parts of the anniversary, they actually ended up doing like an ultra, like an ultra version of that Spirit Sword Trunks? That would be cool. But yeah, I don't know. I think, again, Corrupted Merge Zamasu versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as the 2 LFs for the anniversary, where they're like clashing with each other. It's a time is all mixed up. Like, that's like the actual theme of the game, right? The story mode in the game is time is mixed up. That's how Super Vegeta was able to fight against Blue Goku and Vegeta in that little event for the first year anniversary. They could easily bring that back for this one, and they even did it for the second year anniversary. Remember they had that like little teaser event where it was Future Trunks, the Rage Trunks, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku fighting against Merge Zamasu. They could very easily do that again for this one. So that's pretty much what I'm thinking here for these this 30-year anniversary. There's a lot to digest, and I guess we'll see how they plan this whole thing out. But again, timeline-wise, about 2 weeks from now, we should be seeing the first sprinklings of the anniversary start to fall into place. And then in 3 weeks from now, that is when we'll actually be starting to get the events and stuff. So that's my idea. Let me know down below if you guys agree, if you guys disagree. And with that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless, and I'll see you all in the next one.